If you come and look up in here, class, these are the calipers. The calipers are what holds your pads. And when you press on your brake pedal, your caliper squeezes together your brake pads. Now, the old pads are still inside these calipers. We will be taking them out. See, class? I moved the caliper around and you can see the brake pads inside. All you do is just go in and grab them and pull them out. They should wiggle and you can pull them right out. See, class? Now your brake pads are removed. Oh, wow. Cool. Now, class, I will grab a new pad and I will show you the difference between an old pad and a new pad and why we need new brakes for this vehicle. If you look closely, you can see that the thickness of this pad is not as thick as this new one. This pad is getting worn down. Now, it is not bad, but this vehicle came in with some pulsating in the steering wheel and when they applied the brakes. So that is one sign that this vehicle needs new brakes. Take a look, class. You can see the difference in thickness. Wow, cool. Whoa. Looks like this vehicle stopped an awful lot. Wow, this is interesting. Okay, so we will put the old parts in the box. Now, class, this is an indicator. When your brakes get low and this metal piece, when the brakes get low and it hits this little metal piece, they will make a very loud squeal. This gives you just enough left on the pad to take your vehicle in to be serviced. Now, to begin installation of your brake pads, you must first push those rings in. You have to use a clamp and compress them in. So now you put your clamp on like this, where it grabs the caliper, so that when you twist this, the rod will push on one end and force that ring to go back inside. If you do not do this, when you have your pads back on, they will not fit back over the rotors. So this is a must. Charlie, would you like to help? Sure. Now, turn that over there. Okay. Oh, this is tough. Oh. But when you do that, you will notice that it moves in. Here, I'll show you. There. See how now one side is pushed in and one isn't? You do the same thing for the other side. Now you can see the pads are inside the caliper. You just have to wiggle the little edges of the pads in between these little metal clips right here and make sure that they seat in just nicely. Now we'll go ahead and move the caliper off to the side so that we can take the rotor and put it on here. Now go ahead and open up your rotors, take the plastic off. Take your rotor that you got out of the plastic and put it on your hub. This is your hub. It is actually your wheel bearing that your rotor will be going onto. When you put it on, push it as far back as it will go. Just like that. Next, you would take your caliper and put it on top. Now I'll show you what it looks like when it's on top. Now that the caliper is on top, and if you can see, there is one pad, the other one is on the back side, and it grabs the rotors just like that. Now, if you can see this right here, there is a bolt that goes through here that holds, once it's lined up, it will hold the caliper in place. And we will go ahead and put that bolt in right there. As you can see, the bolt head is right there, that little ring looking thing, and we have our 15mm bit on the end of the nut, and we have it attached to a ratchet, and we will go ahead and use the ratchet to tighten the bolt. There is also a second bolt underneath, right I don't know if you can see this one, class. Right there. And we will go ahead and tighten that one up as well. Raven, would you please come up front?
Okay.
Now, I want you to go ahead and take the ratchet and turn it where it rotates clockwise. So you're rotating it right.
Okay. I think it's tight.
Good job, Raven. Now, Butch, please come up front. As you can see, the ratchet is already set up on the lower bolt. Please tighten this bolt. Good job, Butch. Well, this pretty much concludes our brake job. Now that we've got the caliper on and nice and tight, we will go ahead and put our tire back on, and that will be the end of our brake job. Good job, class. You all did very well, especially you, Butch, and you, Raven. Let's all head back in now and wash the grease off our paws.